there is such a thing called internet addiction. And that's where teenagers predominantly get on the internet and play on the internet either in chat rooms or in games to such an extent that they neglect their housework, even their eating habits, they don't exercise, they become aloof and don't even speak to their friends anymore. So this is something that has to be treated early, and I wanted to give some of the warning signs to the parents out there. Number one, your child is preoccupied with the internet, preoccupied to the exclusion of other things. Number two, he stays online longer and longer. You start noticing the child is not around as much, that he's in his room, he's on the computer, and it's becoming longer and longer. Three, if you try to limit your child's computer time, he becomes depressed, irritable, or hostile. This is a sign of most addictions. When you call somebody about it, the person becomes defensive. So that's a sign that there will be a problem. Number four, deterioration of grades. The child is spending so much time on the internet that he doesn't do homework and doesn't study, and therefore you see a rapid decline of grades. Number five, he uses the internet to deal with difficult life situations. So for example, if God forbid there's a divorce going on, he uses the internet to help cope with that, either through chat rooms or games, just to withdraw from reality. Number six, your child lies about internet usage. And we see this with addicts of other types, with drug addicts, with smoking addicts, alcohol addiction. Child says, I'm not using the internet that much, and yet sneaks in to do it. So if you notice your child lying, that's an issue that you got to worry about. If he stops interacting with family and siblings, in other words, you get up to go to Great Adventure or something, and he decides he's not going, or you're going out to eat with the family, and he says, no, I don't want to go with the family, I'll stay home. That's a worrisome sign. If there's a drastic change in eating habits, that's a problem. And you'll see the child eating a lot of junk food all hours of the day and night, and he stops eating healthy food and doesn't eat at the regular times. So that's something to worry about. Number nine, there's an increase in daytime sleeping. And this makes sense because you'd expect that as the child is up all night on the computer, he doesn't get enough sleep at night, he gets it during the day. And finally, 10, if the child uses constant excuses to miss school, this is an issue. And you'll see, I don't feel well today, I have a sore throat, and actually the child just wants to stay home and be on the internet. So the take-home message is, internet addiction is real, and if it's not caught early and treated early, it's hard to treat and hard to get rid of. Now there's a simple test you can actually go on your computer. It's a 20-question test. If you type in test for internet addiction, have your child answer that. And if he answers in the range where there may be a problem, get into your doctor right away. So internet addiction, a real thing, something to worry about, but can be fixed.